So moving on with Cooper, the Labrador. There he is, right at the end of the garden. Cooper, come. You're a good boy. Good boy, good fella. Right, so jumping done, basic recall sorted. And then all we need to do now is just take him outside and proof that recall in the big wide world, in a public place, park, busy, whatever, okay? And what we need to do is introduce distractions and stimulus gradually so that we're always maintaining our value. I talk so much about dogs seeing us as owners and us as handlers as a position of value. We want them to value our presence wherever we are, so they want to come back, so they want to stay by us, so they want to be near us, so they're not distracted by another dog or a squirrel or whatever. Okay, so as a dog grows and matures and becomes more confident in the world, we want to grow with him, yeah, so that the day will come where he will want to go and see another dog in the park. However, because we've grown with him and maintained and elevated our excitement, our energy, our need for them to want to be near us, oh, there's another dog, yeah, great, but I know where I need to be, where I'm going to get what I want out of life. Come. Good boy. So another one of Cooper's traits is choo choo. Yep, he pulls like a train. So what we need to do, and very, very simple process. Cooper, come on, mate. Cooper, come here, mate. Good lad. Sit there. What we need to do, very, very simple process, is basically teach him that tension on a line is not going to get him what he wants. So running very, very quickly through this, normal slip lead, it all boils down to the quality of the toggle or the bung, because you don't want that toggle to slide and slip down the lead. Therefore, if it is loose, we're back into harness territory where the slip lead will slip back down the neck, and then he's got shoulders, chest, lower center of gravity to pull us wherever he wants to go. So previously he's been walked on, whatever, doesn't matter. But if he wants to go and investigate something, he has always won. He's always been able to succeed in investigating that something by having the physical capability, good boy, the physical capability of being stronger than we are. Oh, there's a lamppost, I want to go and sniff it. Wallop, okay? So what he's done is, he's learned to get that satisfaction and to get that reward of going to investigate. All he's got to do is just stick his head down and pull us across the street or the park or wherever we are. But subconsciously, we have been giving him line and giving him rope to enable him to do just that. So key things that we need to note here are, we need the hand that holds the lead to stay by our sides. Okay, that then reduces the facility, or for him to be able to pull us. Okay, I teach the way, just keep your thumb in your pocket. Keep your thumb in your pocket, then you've got a physical sort of thought process of keeping your arm down by the side of your body. Okay, heel, good lad. So as you can see, he is no longer pulling. All right, nice loose lead, and he's happy to be with me. He's happy to remain in the correct position. Good boy. Where I turn, he turns. If I stop, he stops. Good lad. Even better, he looks at me and we've got eye contact. So how have we done it? What we've done is we've basically, when he is pulled, stood completely still, all right, and not allowed him to drag us. So we've stood completely still, kept our arms by our side, doesn't matter if you hold it in the left hand or the right hand, until he has looked back at us and realised that he's not going to get what he wants, or he actively stepped back to reduce the tension on this line. Okay, so we've taught him, heel, good lad, we've taught him, if this line is loose and relaxed and you're where I want you to be, life is great. You're going to get a little bit of kibble, you're going to get a reward, you're going to get to see everything that you want to see. If the line goes tight, it means you have made it go tight, which means you are not in the right position, you're not where I want you to be, and then the world stops until he makes the decision to take the tightness off of the line and make it loose again. Okay, It's a very, very effective way of teaching because only he can make that decision. Okay, so if the line is tight, I'm keeping my hand beside my body. All right, it's not tight because he's just realised that. However, just to prove a point, if that was tight, I take half a step back and he would adjust himself to make that line loose again. All right, so halties, harnesses, head collars, there's a billion and one inventions and toys and tools and stuff like that out there in Pets and Home, because the reason why Pets at Home love to send you, or other pet supply shops, is because a normal box standard slip lead with a decent toggle on it is very, very cheap. A harness is, in compatibility, more expensive. So they're going to sell you a harness in relation to sending you a slip lead. Now, slip lead, if it's fitted correctly, in the right way, in the right area of the dog, it doesn't cause any injury whatsoever, because we're having that toggle right up between the ears, right under the jawline, so we're not putting any pressure or interfering with any form of trachea, larynx, throat, anything that's soft and mushy within a dog's neck that could, yes, potentially harm or hurt a dog. That's why it's vitally important that you buy a decent slip lead with a decent toggle on it, so that it remains where we want it to be and it doesn't slide back down the neck, where we can risk of putting pressure onto a dog's neck. And yes, there is a risk there of adding an element of discomfort or injury, or call it whatever you like. So heel, good lad. All right, I'm not even holding this lead now, he's doing so well. So teaching the dog pressure on the lead. We need to teach the dog, if the lead is tight, you are doing something wrong, mate. You are not where I want you to be. However, if the lead is loose, you are. And if you are, you're going to get a bit of kibble, you're going to get a reward just by doing that. Good lad. Leads me on to reward placement. I talk a lot about, if you jumping dog, reward the dog lower than the head, so we're alleviating the need to, or the want to jump to get the reward through lack of impatience. It's exactly the same here. I'm not going to tell him to heel if he's there, or there, because I'm teaching him with the association of heel command. Oh, you must mean there, because every time I've heard it, I've been here, 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 here. All right. Next thing we need to do is wait until he gets into the right position before we give him a reward. So I'm not going to put that in his mouth now. All right, still got it, because he's not where I want him to be, because he's in front of me. If he was here, come on, mate, and I just leave that hand down by my left hand side, that's where I want you to be. So that's where you're going to get the reward. So always give the dog the reward where you want his head to be. Good boy. Not because you want him to do what you want him to do and you're giving him an instruction thinking that he would do it. So what you're doing is you're subconsciously teaching the dog, oh, heel means in front. If I'm in front, I get a reward. So good lad, he's actually doing really, really well. But key points there, given the word of command, heel when they're where you want them to be in the right position, reward them, or offer them the food in the right position where you want them to be. Keep that hand that's holding the line tight to the side of your body, so we're alleviating the fact of him being able to pull us and drag us. Heel walking, mate, good lad. You've mastered this, and then, as I say, like everything, this is why I put all the lessons in this room. Why'd you walk up and down? Why'd you walk up and down, John? Because I'm teaching him in a very, very low stimulated environment where exactly I want him. Yeah. And yes, I do walk up and down and walk up and down. But what I'm doing is I'm proofing this new skill that he's learned 100% before I take him out into the big wide world. If he hasn't got it here, he's not ready. So we take an extra day and we work a little bit harder with him until he does get where I want him to be. But as you can clearly see, I'm not even holding this lead, and he has now learned where we want him to be. I test the method by doing a figure of 8. I turn into him, I turn out of him, I just stop walking. Good boy. So I throw little tests and challenges at him just to confirm that he's got it, where he's learnt the new skill. Heel. Sit. Good lad, heel. So a couple of days ago, Cooper was pulling like a train, weren't you, mate? But now you've learnt this new skill, and now you've learnt where we actually want you, and it's more beneficial and more rewarding to be where I want you. Pennies are starting to drop, mate, aren't they? Yes, they are. Yes, good. Good lad. Well done.